So the Stormglider might be the true apex predator of the Pandoran skies, and they're even deadlier as a couple. Welcome to another episode of Pandora Through a Biologist's eyes. For this episode, we're going to take a look at the apex predator that we have here, especially the apex predator in the sky, which you can see flying over there, and that is of course the Stormglider. They are very territorial, so the moment they see you, they will come for you, and they like to have those outcrops, like big, high on the rocks, and the Stormglider is the apex predator of the Pandoran skies. It has an even larger wingspan than the Toruk from the movies, so it has been confirmed to be larger. Now it's great on the ground. It tends to be alone, but it is truly... There's like a spot where you see two of them, and they're really, really, really deadly as a couple. And here you can see the tail swipe. I'll go a little bit into detail later. I have showcase their anatomy in my aerial predator video, but as you can see, when they're on the ground, they attack me with their venomous tail, and they do those wing swipes at me. They don't really use their teeth, so they don't really do bite attacks, but they do this slam. Oh my god. Okay, that was a close one. I did not realize I was standing so close to the cliff. I will show you the two of them together, like how they hunt as a pair, which is also really interesting. So over there in the distance, you see, or as far as I'm aware of, the only Stormglider that has its little circling location, or perching location, at ground level. So it is circling this island in the middle of the river, which it probably would be a good perching spot for it to see, potential prey that comes to the shore to drink, because from circling it has a great view over the area. And if I get close, it's gonna, get aggressive, but it does have a good vision here, and it can... Oh, already spotted me. So it can, look for potential prey, which is actually, that's a good idea, because there's a settlement, or a camp right there. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem to, go there. I actually don't know what's gonna happen if I'm staying in the water. I've never had that situation. Let's see how it unfolds. We found the apex predator's weakness. Swimming in water. Could theoretically grab me with those, the long legs and the talons. Apparently they did not think about that when they were doing the video. Because all they do is knock me off the ecran anyways when I'm flying, and on the ground they're doing the little ground attack pattern. So I guess this is something, if you're being chased by a Stormglider, just go into the water, you're fine. Okay, I made it to Stormglider Island. Here we can see a nest, so two of them, then the eggs seem to have already hatched, and one is still there. But it has been established that they lay eggs, and so do other aerial predators like the Coronis. Not sure about the Ikran, but what we know so far about them, about the Stormglider, is that they form mating pairs. So it's a male and a female, similar to big birds of prey, and they build a nest and they lay an egg. Although most of them that you can find in-game are solitary, but there is one location where you can find two of them. Oh, there they are. Alright, so here we have a Stormglider, and I know that in this location they are a pair, so there is two of them. Ah, there they are. Oh, great. They shouldn't have seen me. I just wanted to look at them. Okay, but this one landed. So it might try to... Oh, great, it found me. Okay, so I wanted to look at them peacefully to showcase, because this is the two that I know that are as a couple. Problem is, you have to worry about two of them instead of just one. All of the other spots where we can find them, and this is here, Aerial Defense Station. So we took that over from the RDA, and they settled in nicely. Oh, it's doing stuff down there. Okay, I'm gonna just go and look at it. I don't think there's a size difference between these two, but you can see it hasn't seen me yet, so it seems to be doing like communication with the other one perhaps. As you can see, they're massive. and they don't really have this second pair like the Ikran do when flying, so they're just using their main pair of wings. Now it's over there in the distance. Like, I know one's rummaging around here. Now you can see both of them. And as you can see, like them flying around, they have this one big pair of wings. They have those insect panels. And their behavior, like forming like this pair, points towards or is similar to the behavior that big birds of prey have. For example, golden eagles, they also form mating pairs, so with a mating couple, so a female and a male bird defending their territory and raising offspring there. But, you know, once the offspring becomes big, they have to leave the area. I mean, there's another birds of prey, I think it's the Harris hawk. They tend to stay in little packs, like, you know, raptors, as in Velociraptor and co. were assumed to be. For the size, they're still very nimble and acrobatic. And this one is landed over there. And they seem to be using that second pair that they have, or that fully formed pair of wings, for stabilization, I guess. Or just like general agility. But they do look very nice. Alright, let's see what happens if I come into the airspace. See if she will come. Alright. Yeah, great. Up. They're both on the ground now. Oh, one is more colorful than the other one, you see that? Now we can check if they're two different types. Ow. Come on, I want to check you. I want to kill you. This is a normal Stormglider? Wait. Yeah, I know. How can they just constantly disappear? Hiding in those stupid rocks and trees. Oh, hello little critter. Oh, shut up. They're doing like a threat display, sounds like. I just wanna look at you.
Okay, am I?
Oh, you're getting on my nerve. Okay, you're a normal one. Okay, so them having two different colors, like one being more colorful than the other. Now they got the same color. Okay, they are very no, this one has another color. Okay, now those are, they do have different colors. Like this one is so annoying. This one has more dull colors, but they seem to be the same size. Stop that! Okay, yeah, so this one definitely has different color going on. If it would just... I mean, they don't really do much. It's just annoying. Oh, okay. Oh, they're trying to double attack me. They look really coordinated when they do that. I'm pretty sure they're not, but in nature it would make sense, because some birds of prey, as I said, they like to hunt in packs. Oh, it's very synchronized. I like that. It looks almost deliberate. Oh great, now one's behind me. Okay, so that's a very effective hunting strategy, because I focus on one and then the other one gets me. But as you can see, they use those, their legs for, you know, knocking me off. And when I'm on the ground, they tend to start the ground attack. Looking at their teeth, it would make sense for them to, of course, like, you know, use them too, because they have very nasty teeth. You can see them here. Up close. And maybe I can get one to get a bit closer. Oh, very nice. You can see them using the, like an eyelid to protect their eyes when they attack. And they seem to be having those little appendages to the side, which could be like sensors. But looking at their teeth, and I was talking about that in another video as well, I just now realized they got a second little tiny eye pair as well. Interesting. It just looked like they had just one. Might have been the light. They have those teeth, and their teeth look conical, which usually you see in animals that tend to hunt smaller prey. I mean, of course, killer whales have it too, orcas, because it has been confirmed in-game that they attack large prey. What's interesting about them is their venomous tail sting that they have there, and you should see that better when they are on the ground and doing a ground attack. But it's really interesting. As you can see here, their breathing organ. But yeah, they have this smaller pair that seems to be more like a stabilized from the tail, because with the econ it's connected with the legs. So they use that for active flying. This seems to be more like a, stabilization. But it does look like this appendage is part of a maybe reduced second pair of front legs, which is interesting because it seems to be like a simplified trait. You could think of maybe like the reduced or the smaller hands of the Tyrannosaurus. Then there's strong legs. And of course, size comparison. But as we've seen on the ground, they're using this crest on the top of their head as a display for communication, but it might also well be some sort to make it a little bit more airstreamed or streamlined for the air. And they do have this nice tail, which of course has the stinger for one thing, which I find a bit weird because they'll have this more like shark-like face and teeth, or fish-eating sharks, but they can use their tail for stabilization as well when flying. And the face, this face shape with those two conic-like structures might make it a bit harder to, bite large prey, because you've got those things in the way. Thinking of how humans have trouble biting stuff because our nose gets in the way. But other than that, the design is really good, and they do seem to be like more or less based on sharks, and with that nice stinger of a stingrays, although stingrays don't use their stinger for hunting. I hope you enjoyed that episode, and as you can see, when you do something in field, it doesn't matter if it is, you could say real life or in game. There's lots of stuff that can go in between, and I also enjoyed, or found it interesting to find some things up close or see some things that I didn't realize or didn't see in detail, which just shows how much detail they put into the creature design and how many real life things you can spot. So I hope you're gonna have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!